Starting. There it is.
I hear it.
Okay. And I guess we need to go over to MSI. I think we have it.
Alrighty.
We are rolling, baby.
Let's do a check. It looks like, wow, it's only like a second behind in YouTube world.
Wait a second. 7:55, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah, 3 seconds.
Okay, that's about all we could ask. We are doing the ultra low latency today.
Which means we have to wait this long. And there you are. That's good. How's everybody out there doing?
Greeting Bridge friends, we are here at BridgeHands, looking forward to a fun Friday.
I hope they're gonna go get a pass from the principal's office. Now they're not late.
Watch out, Grace was never a hall monitor. She'll be on your side.
I actually was a hall monitor.
Gosh, are you kidding me? You know why they did that?
I did it so I could get out of class.
No, but I mean, they always like have the bad girl, and then they'll be good. See that way. Huh? We know that trick.
Remember last year?
It's still in my head. You kissed my hair and said what you say. Remember my fear. It's still in my head. I waited for so long, but you didn't care. Remember last year. It's still in my head.
Wow, it looks like Facebook is about 30 seconds behind.
Say what you said.
Little pokey.
Yeah. Anybody over there commenting wouldn't stand a chance of having it read in time?
How sad.
Yep. Well, YouTube is specifically for videos, so the Facebook forum, I can understand why that's not their number one priority.
That's right. It's more of a social forum.
Exactly.
Wake up, miles round.
Now I know why I'm
Don't you know the first thing
shoes off here.
design?
Full head.
Midnight
Where's your wardrobe?
downtown.
Oh my gosh.
God, I even have to do the props and costume. Boy, you need me.
It's all in fable, locked up in staples where we arrive.
How's everybody's day going so far?
It's tangle cables, it's clanging sleigh bells where we align.
Hello, Howard.
I'm not seeing any comments on YouTube.
You didn't see it?
That's weird.
From Howard, you don't see one?
No, I don't see anything there.
Oh, that's weird. It usually goes up there. I haven't checked to see if...
Don't you know what first is?
Well, I can type my comments anyway.
Yeah, even Facebook, if I was to bring it over into the system that showed the comments would be so delayed by the time they got there. It would be...
Don't forget your sunset.
wouldn't really be a point to it.
It's
I see
Oh,
your.
I see Jeannie Neal May Williams. That's a nice name.
Hello, Ginny. From Jeffrey Bay, SA. Jeffreys Bay, SA.
South Africa?
Wow.
Holy
Welcome.
smoke,
Thanks for
woohoo.
being here.
You have a good day, mate, eh? Oh, I do see them now. Okay, I see Howard there. Yes, hey, Howard. Howdy.
Alrighty, and our timer is.
242, 240.
Okay.
Are you ready, Grace?
I'm ready.
Okay, I think I'm ready. Let's see, we got all the lights working here.
Remember last year, it's still in my head. You kissed my hair and said what you say. Remember my fear, it's still in my head.
Clean my glasses so I can see better.
For so long, but you didn't care.
The gift.
Last year, it's still in my head.
Are you sure lights turned on?
You kissed my
I don't know
hair.
your time.
Test 1, 2, test.
You said
Oh, might help if it's plugged in.
The illusion of communication.
Yeah. Spouses do have their ways of doing that, don't they? Hey, now I hear me too.
Test, test,
How
test.
about that? Okay, well, I've got my Swami hat here, about in position.
Howdy.
Duty.
God, that's an old reference. I don't even think I was born yet.
Yes, darling.
M-A-Y-B-E. Let's go with maybe.
Music is slowing down. Are you ready?
Did you take my timer away from me?
Oh no, negatory. Just doing some checking here.
Oh. Give me my timer.
She'd be back.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello and happy, fabulous, fun Friday. We are here today to answer some bridge questions by the one, the only, Ask Michael.
Hey, hello, Bridge friends. Michael here at BridgeHands. Welcome to a fantastic, fun Friday. Here we are, almost to the middle of the month. Woohoo! And we are having a good time here in River City, Petaluma, California. Maybe going
Wardrobe.
to take a bike road later. What's this?
Wardrobe.
Wardrobe? Do I have a wardrobe malfunction? Yes.
Let me get that tucked in a little. I can't come closer to you. I'm held by the cord.
Okay, that's
There we
it's
go.
Good enough.
Thanks,
you.
Wardrobe. Good job.
Okay, I'm a little bit invisible here, aren't I? There we go. But we are going to have a good time today, and we've got some Q&A questions in, and as always, some fun bridge hands. So if we're ready, let's go ahead and pull it up. Grace, have you got the questions?
We
I think
are.
I've got a PowerPoint screen over for you if you can find it. Can you do it, darling? Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, she's pulling up the screens, and let's show it, Grace.
Okay, Now, I'm the one in charge of showing it?
Um,
What I click on?
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and, well, you won't actually change them, but if you go to the screen and start reading it, I'll be in synchronicity with you.
All
You
right.
lead, I follow.
Alrighty, so, Michael,
Yes.
what bod bid,
Bot. A bot, like robot.
what bot bid really surprised you?
Yeah, okay, I had prepared this one since it's my question, my answers, and so I will show the hand in just a moment. But I was playing with the bot. I had not realized that the bots on Bridge Base Online do not play just standard transfers. You know, we know about 2 diamonds to 2 hearts, and we know that if partner bids 2 hearts after my 1 no trump, I go to 2 spades. But most people after that, the standard classic treatment is that if my partner bids 2 spades, it's a transfer, and I have to say 3 clubs because they're the captain. They know it's best. I've told my hand. And if they go to 3 diamonds, they said, no, it really wasn't clubs, it was diamonds, and I still have to pass. They have a 6-card suit. Don't do it with a 5-card suit, and we'll get a question on this or so later. So it doesn't have invitational values, which would be 8 points or 9 points. So, okay, I got that. And I know that when I open 2 no trump and they go 3 spades, that, yeah, that is the minor suit statement. I didn't know they did it after my 1 no trump bid. So what happens is if you have invitational values playing minor suit statement or 4-way transfers, the responder, the robot, cannot bid 2 no trump because that has, as you see on this page, some special significance. So, yeah, so the first one there, we talk about the 1, 2, 3, 4th bullet. 1 no trump, 2 spades. It goes to 3 clubs, and they can correct to 3 diamonds or just pass 3 clubs. But when you get to where you're playing the minor suit statement, this is this 4th one there, it shows is that if my robot bids 2 no trump, then I will bid 3 clubs. And if my robot then, do I have that right? Bids, yeah, the 3 clubs that transfer to 3 diamonds. Sorry, I've got just 2 no trump, 3 clubs to 3 diamonds. So, yeah, that's the only way you can bid 2 no trump is you have to bid statement, and then when I bid a major, which I had 4 hearts and 4 spades, is that my robot will say 2 no trump, and it doesn't mean they had 4 spades and not 4 hearts, if you follow my drift. Well, I didn't do that, as I'll show you in a minute. But then there's this 4-way transfer, same sort of similar deal, where spades transfers the clubs and 2 no trump transfers the diamonds. So it's kind of a mess, isn't it? If you don't play just a standard way, you better know what they're doing. And the last one, this is the traditional pullet. That is where a transfer of 2 spades to 3 clubs, and they can correct to 3 diamonds. So, okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at a hand and show how this can get you in a lot of trouble if you're not careful. And I think this one will do it. Yeah, there we go. And where did I go? There he is. Okay.
MIA.
So in the south hand, and I opened at 1 no trump with 16 points and a pass by lefty. My partner's got a 5-4-2-2 and can't bid 2 no trump because in the minor suit statement, that's a transfer. So they have to bid 2 clubs, even though they don't have a 4-card major. Look at this. They've got doubletons. And when you're playing at a duplicate game, or I guess a game where the people, you're using alerts, then I would say alert. And they go, what? 2 clubs? You're alerting 2 alert? What's that all about? May or may not have a 4-card major. Oh, okay. So, I bid my lowest major, 2 hearts, and my partner goes to no trump. Now, if you're not playing the 4-way, if you're just playing the way most people do it, this is invitational, and it is showing 4 spades. Well, I didn't know that we were playing that, so I was like, yeah, I'll accept, and I'll go 4 spades. And my partner, as you can see, only has a doubleton here, so that was not good. We should have just been playing in 2 no trump, and we would have been fine. If I had extras, I would bid 3 no trump, but knowing that that is the conventional method, then that is the way you play that one. You probably won't unless you do, in which case you probably know these different ways. But if the opponents do, at least you kind of have a little sense on what is going on. Grace, what is going on? What's the next one?
I want to know what your surprise face looks like.
Ah!
Ah!
Yeah, I was a
Okay.
little surprised. It's true.
So let's go ahead and go to the next question.
Okay.
This is a long one.
A long one.
All right, you want me to read the top part of that?
Oh, no, that's the actual hand I just showed. So go to the next one. It's coming from Ed.
Oh, okay,
Sorry.
here we
yeah,
go.
that was the one associated with that.
All right, so this is from Ed. I hope you're out here with us today, Ed.
Hello, Ed.
1. Forcing one no trump after a major. My partner and I have been playing it semi-forcing.
Oh, semi-forcing.
Now,
Oh,
I have
okay.
been told that it is only semi-forcing when partner is a passed hand and bids one no trump. Is this correct?
That's a wonderful question. And let's go back here first of all, and let's see if I can get myself on the screen. There are two ways to play it. Sometimes there's more than two ways to play something. So someone tells you is that, no, it's only semi-forcing as a passed hand. That's because that's what they know. Correct, is that when you're playing standard forcing, no trump, which is associated with the 2/1 system, then yeah, you're expected to bid again. And there are so many different partnership agreements. You think, well, isn't it either is or isn't? No, there are different ways to do it. So let's go ahead for the table, and I will show you a couple examples here. So I think if I hit F1, Control B, yeah, I got my white screen here. We're going to need a white screen. So, okay, so playing 2/1 is what we're talking about here. And when you're doing that, part of it is the forcing one no trump. So you can't stop it one no trump unless you're playing semi-forcing. We'll get to that. So if it goes one spade, you remember it has to be a major to be 2/1. Well, I shouldn't say that. If you're going one diamond, two clubs, a lot of people play that, but typically we're talking the majors here. So, and it goes one no trump, and we announce it as a forcing bid, or if you're playing online, you self-alert and you say it's forcing. And then I come back with something, gosh, I hope I don't have, it's another, I'm not going to get to that yet. So I've got maybe a typical 5-3-3-2. I'm not saying where my doubleton, it may or may not be clubs. So then I just have to bid tripleton suit, like the diamonds, if that happens to be the diamonds. So I go 2 diamonds and da-da-da-da. If you now bid 2 hearts, that says, I just want to play in that. Sorry, partner, I got a 6-card suit, but we won't get into how it actually works. But this would be, by some people, is forcing. Now, if it's forcing, you could have 13 or 14 or 15 points, and this is just how you want to start it. Let's say that you've got a 4-3-3, well, here, like that, 4-3-3-3. You got 4 hearts, and you just don't feel comfortable on a 2/1 bidding with a 3-card suit. And you have to have 5 hearts to bid hearts. So it's like no way is perfect. And that's why some people say there are some disadvantages of semi-forcing. And who started this one? Well, it was Marty Bergen and his partner, Larry Cohen. And if you look at their website, I should say his website, Larry's website, you will find that he still plays that, and he's still very much an advocate. He thinks it's better than the others. So when it says, oh, you cannot play it semi-forcing, don't tell that to Larry or Marty. And they have won some nationals, don't forget. So if you're playing it as a semi-forcing, then you cannot use it when you have 3-card or longer support. So if it started 1 spade and you've got 3 or more support, you better not use it as a semi-forcing, because if your partner has this 5-3-3-2 and let's say 7 or 8 losers, they're saying, yeah, maybe we're better off in 1 no trump. So you can't do it when you've got like 12, 13 points or more. So that is the difference. And I think that for those who want to play semi-forcing, I'm cool with that. I don't think it's bad that a person wants to play it that way. But you just have to be careful that when you have as a responder pretty good cards, you just can't use it 1 no trump because your partner in north, not always, but it's semi-forcing, and they can pass. And you need to mark it ticket on your convention card if you're playing on the ACBL, or I suppose international tournament. If that's your agreements, this semi-forcing, you then do not say forcing. It goes one of a major, and you say semi-forcing. Oh, okay. So good question, Ed. Don't let them talk you out of that if you like it. And I would recommend, I'm going to see if I can bring a screen up here. I hope I'm not taking too much time on this one because Grace is always trying to keep me nose to the grindstone. So if we were to search for semi-forcing, no trump, and there we see a little bit on Wikipedia forcing. Okay, Larry Cohen website right there. And he'll tell you all the reasons why semi-forcing is what he uses and why he thinks it's better. I prefer semi-forcing. So take a look at it and don't let these other people dissuade you that there's only one way to do a lot of these things. Okay, Grace.
Only one way?
Phew, that was a good question, Ed.
That would make life so boring, wouldn't it?
It would, yes.
What would we do without the it depends?
Ooh, ow. Guilty as charged.
All right.
Next one, Grace.
Our next question is coming from John, and John asks, what are the less often used conventions that are essential?
That are essential. Well, John, I think I may have alluded to this before, but that would be something that you don't use enough. And what comes up most often? What conventions come up most often? Does anybody have an answer out there?
I do.
What is it, Grace?
It depends.
Oh, stop that. She is right, of course. No, there is actually, I think, a little better answer than that.
What?
I think there is this time. What do you do half the time?
Waiting to hear from you.
You defend. I mean, if you defend half the time, wouldn't that be where you'd want most of your conventions?
The best offense is a good defense.
But most people, they don't really have enough on the defense. And so, yeah, you know what your attitude signal is and your count signals is. I'm not going to say that you need that. That's just either standard or upside down or odd even or Laventhal or whatever systems you want. Fine, fine, fine. But when trump has been played, most people, you know, let's say over, here's the table, and this person has got queen XX, and this person has XX, and everyone, I'll just play low, low, and this person, I'll play low and then low for the first and the second. But there is a better way. Trump echo, and it's not the best way, but trump echo, at least that's something. So this person that has 3 and has a chance to get a trick because ace king was down here, what's wrong with them playing, oops, I want an E, there we go, erase, and back to 1, and a pen, there we go. Why not play the middle and then the down to show that you have 3? Now I think that's the trump echo is a better way than nothing. And that way, later on, your partner knows, oh, there's still 1. Now, the declarer probably switched to something else, but this person over here thought, well, do they have the queen or not? Who's got the queen? I just don't know. So I think that that is better. But there's something better than that. Grace?
Howard
Yes?
says Drury. Is that pronounced correct?
Drury is somewhere
Drury.
else. Now, Drury
Okay.
is only when you're bidding and you're a past hand. Douglas Drury came up with that. But we're going to just stick with the what am I trying to say? The defensive signals. And that is, let's say that, you know, they have all of them. And so, you know, there's ace, king, and trump here, and 3 others, and there's 4 more here. So, you know, no, it's, oops, that's 1 too many. We're going to have just 3 up there. Okay, there's a 13 card suit. So in this situation, you lead something else, another suit, and you know, they get in and they start pulling trump right away. Well, you can play the high and then the low, or you can play the low and then the high over here in the east. Now, rather than just play the lowest and then the next highest, which it doesn't provide that much value, but if you use instead a suit preference signal when they're playing trump, suit, pref, a suit preference signal. And when you can do that, you can give a lot more information to your partner. If you played a high and then a low, it says, I prefer a higher suit than a lower suit. So if this happens to be spades, kind of sounds to me like this says you want a heart. And if you played a low and a high, then it kind of sounds like you want a minor. And hopefully you look at the dummy and you can see that. And over here, same thing. Sure, both players. So even if you have the queen, who cares? But what's your signal? You want to play the middle or the low? Well, if you play the, let's say this happens to be a 7 and this happens to be a 4. And if you say, well, I'm going to play the 4 first, so play that, and then the 7, sounds to me like you're going from a low to a high. Then you want a lower suit. You want one of those minors, whichever it is. And if you're both signaling for the minor, then, you know, that would be useful to know. So, at any rate, I hope that helps. So that is a good one. And the other one, I'm going to make this a little bit quicker, John, but and that is good old Mr. Smith. Do you have any songs with Mr. Smith?
I got Mrs. Jones.
That's what I thought of too. The Smith Echo. So this time we're in a no trump contract. Let's say 3, no trump. And we lead the queen or something like that. It's from a sequence. Queen, Jack, 9, 4th or 5th or something like that. And before you know it, you know, they get in and they're starting to play their clubs. They're promoting their clubs. And so on the first club, we can see they're promoting the clubs. We don't want to show count on their long suit. You know, they've got maybe like ace, king, queen 5 times, and there's a jack 3 times over there. And, you know, they're going to get all the clubs, no doubt about that. But when we play our clubs, do we play a high and then a low, or do we play a low and then a high? Yeah, there's no reason to play count on their long suit. So when you're in no trump contract, you do that. If you play a high and a low, that says, I like my opening suit and I want to stick to it. That's what I like. I like the opening suit. And this person over here, if they play low and then a high, that means I like something else. So I'm not going to help you on that suit. But I have something else where I can help. If you can't help anywhere, I'll just go ahead and play the high-low. It's like, yeah, partner, that's the best I've got. I'm going to play high-low to show that I like what you led. So, and that's a like over here too. So when they're in a no-trump contract and the declarer gets in and they start playing their cards, don't just play count signals. It doesn't do anything. We know that they're promoting that suit. If you are willing to learn the Smith Echo, then you can say, okay, I play high-low when I like what the opening lead was, or if you play low-high, it means I don't really care for it. I want something else. So I hope that helps. And those are the things that most people, they don't really learn when they're intermediate. Their opponents who are advanced or experts, they're oftentimes playing some of these methods. At least you ought to be aware what they're doing to you. I played in a tournament one time. It was in a knockout. And we had played over 12 hands, and my partner and I were using the Smith Echo and these things. And finally, at about like board number 20, it was like the match is almost over, and the person's like looking, why do they play a higher and a lower? And I said, well, I'm obligated to tell. I don't have to say in advance. Didn't look at my convention card. It's like, oh, we're playing Smith. Well, what does that mean? And I'm obligated to say. And that's like kind of a little late then. Yes, Grace.
Let's give Howard a nailed it, because he put up that Smith Echo right before you started this.
Booyah!
Yeah,
Okay.
Nailed it.
Next one, Grace.
All right, let's go on to question number, what is this, 4?
3,
Three.
4, and 5.
Okay. So this one is coming from...
Soroush Patel. You know the Patel names?
Are you reading or am I reading here?
Oh, okay. Well, you sounded like you were stuck. Go ahead and say what the name is.
Okay.
Huh?
Let's ask the question.
No, what is the first name?
Saraj
Close enough.
Patel.
Soroush.
Okay.
Roche.
How do I show length in minors without majors? And then I'm going to go ahead and just continue this as one.
Okay.
How to show in a minor suit. And can I bid 2 spades to show a long minor
Well,
suit?
you know, this is, Grace, you know what I'm going to say.
It depends.
depends
Where's
on-
our little button for it depends?
That's
It
what
depends.
Oh,
It
no, I
depends.
guess it's this one.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I'll be your it depends button.
Okay.
It depends.
So we need to go back over to the table here, and I do need to go F1, Control B, and here we go. So I think you're probably meaning on a 1 no trump, but maybe not. Maybe it's opening on something else. But you've got, let's say, 2, 2, 4, 5. And I'm opening 1 no trump. Well, we don't really want to transfer 2 clubs. I may only have 2. I may have 4, 4 in the majors, something like that. Maybe I have 5 hearts or something. You never know. So you don't want to transfer to a 5 bagger. So you have to have 6. Now, if you've got a 6 card suit, let's go ahead and do a little erasure here. Oops, that doesn't look like an erasure. I want to... How do I do this? There we go. And back to the pen. I've got the wrong color. How do I get the right color? Doggone it. There we go. Okay. So we've got a 6 clubs. Oops. Grace. I need to now get a bigger pen. There we go. 6 and a 3. A 6, 3, 2, 2. Okay. And you want to transfer to clubs. And yes, you can bid 2 spades, and I will bid 3 clubs, and then you just pass, because we're better off if you've got 5, 6 points to play in a 6-2 fit rather than, you know, something else. Now, if you've got 9 points, I would just say no. Just bid 3 no trump, especially if you've got some entries. You got to have somewhere if you got 9 points, and we'll try to see if we can promote that club suit. Even if I got a doubleton, maybe I didn't have an entry somewhere else. So, but when you've got like 7, bad 8 points, then yeah, you just want to transfer the 6 card suit. Now, we said that we did this by 1 no trump 2 spades, and that is true. But if you happen to be playing 4-way transfers, or if you happen to be playing minor suit Stamen, it's a little bit different. But we're not going to get into special ways to kind of catch the ball behind your back or something like that. So yeah, that hopefully answers most of the question you had. But if you don't have enough values, and it's just you got 5, 5 in the minors, unless you're playing a special method such as 1 no trump, 3 clubs, and you say 3 clubs shows X, X, 5, 5, and some people play that with a invitational, and 3 diamonds to show it as X, X, 5, 5 is game forcing. If that happens to be in your way you like to play 3 clubs, 3 diamonds, that's fine. But we won't get into much more of that today. Next question, Grace.
Alrighty, well, it's actually the 6th part of the same Soroj. Soroj. Okay, partner opens 1 no trump. I have 7 to 8 points without a 4-card major, but I have clubs or diamonds. So how do I show my strengths in a minor suit?
I think that was it. I think we did discuss that. So good. I think we got all those.
All right. So let's go on.
And so we're going to say thank you for that. And,
nailed it.
and good question. I appreciate those questions. That's a good one.
All right. So
I think that's about it, Grace.
Is that it?
I think I'm ready to go to my hands of the week.
Okay. Let's go ahead and put that up.
Okay, so let's see. I need to go F1.
Oh, hold on. Let's see. Bernice is saying.
Hey, Bernice. Howdy.
She's over on Facebook, so she's about 30 seconds behind us.
Okay.
She says, since playing on BBO, my tournaments with the bots have been a disaster. Can I get higher than 40%, which doesn't typify my ability to play? Typify?
Yes.
Typify.
Okay, close enough.
Okay.
Typify.
Ability, I think, is what it's supposed to be. Doesn't
typifies your ability, right?
Okay.
So that's a good point. Yes, sometimes. Maybe what can we do on this? I'm trying to think of how I could help. So maybe if you happen to be where you let me know when you want to play in an online game, and I'll play against the robots also. And then we can kind of commiserate and maybe actually have some we share with some of the other people, some of the different strategies.
Ooh,
so,
I like that.
How the bots think and play. And they don't play that many system methods that you have to worry about. But you can always click on their bid, remember, which I didn't do on that first hand I showed you. Click on their bid, see what it means. hover over your bid, you 3, and then do I want to do no trump or like 4 clubs? Hover over yours, and you can kind of see what the methods are, the way your partner will think about what your calls are, just in case there's something you're not really familiar with. That's the first bit of advice. But let's go ahead and just send me an email. We'll commiserate on when we can go ahead and play in the same match, and we'll take a look at it and see how you did. Maybe you'll have a higher score than me, and hey, I will give you a
Nailed it!
And then Margie's right here with Bernice saying the same thing. So I think a lot of people have some questions on that. So it would definitely be a game to record.
Yeah, maybe we should, like ahead of time, we should say, okay, for those who play on Bridge Base Online, I'm going to play online at such and such time, and we'll, kind of see how we do. And then we'll kind of take a look at it and say, oh, gosh.
Maybe that could
Michael,
be Fun Friday, huh?
Yeah, what were you thinking? Right.
Next Fun Friday.
Okay. Well, that's a good one. Thank you, Bernice. And let me know what your thoughts are. Send an email to support@bridgehands.com. Okay, so we're going to go off to the first hand. I've got several. And how are we doing time-wise, darling?
We are doing really good. You're right at the halfway mark. So.
Okay. Well, here we go. So we're going to start off with a couple slam times. Hey. Slam it's going to be. If you're feeling like you're in a slamming mood, take a quick peek while you can, because they are going to go away in a couple seconds. And, oops.
Cover those babies up.
Okay, they are covered up. So, south is the hand I had. Yes, I think this was robots here. So, see what we can do. If we want to bid slam or not. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. So, okay, I've got in the heart suit 7 high and another 2 distribution for my 6 card. I've got another 6 in spades. And I've got the 5 points that I don't like to count 5 with ace jack tight. I don't like that, but okay, I'll go ahead and count it. At any rate, we got enough to open, and it's going to be a 1 heart open. And over to west, excuse me, nothing there, to the north. And okay, what do you want to do with your north hand there, ladies and gentlemen? Let me know what your thoughts are. Go ahead and type your messages on there. Or if somebody wants to dial in, that's cool too.
That would be at 563-999-2185.
What she said. 563-999. The last part, honey? 2185?
2185.
Yes. Okay. So if you want to dial in, great. You can help me with this. So what do you want to do with the north hand?
Comments
4,
are
5,
welcome
6,
too.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
What's the bid?
Hey, some people might want to say a forcing no trump, but if it's semi-no forcing, you might not want to do it with this one. It would be bad if you're playing semi-forcing. And this is one of the things, this one person who likes to play it, is that you always have to have a 5-card minor to bid that. Then, yeah, you've kind of got a problem if you're not playing it as forcing, fully forcing no trump. And I play fully forcing, therefore I can go ahead and bid 1 no trump. But most of you, I think, are going to say 2 diamonds. I'm thinking that's your bid because that's forcing. You need to make a forcing bid. So, okay, standard American or 2/1, I think that's what most mortals will bid. And over to the east, and they say, nope, not me, and it's back to south. So now the question is, after you've heard 2 diamonds, what is your call? Oh, I'm sorry, it wasn't 2 diamonds. What am I not looking at? The 1 spade. I am so sorry. I forgot that I had the 4 spades. I'm looking at thinking about the next hand. So 1 spade is what it is. It's
That's
back
what
to
Larry
us.
says too.
Gosh, where'd I get 2 diamonds? No, you don't have to, look for a 4-card major, and yeah, we know they got 5, but maybe I've got 5, 4, or 4, 5, 2, 2. Maybe I got 4 spades. So yeah, you don't, unless it was a 5 bagger, and then you belatedly show the spades, yada, yada, but sorry about that. So 1 spade, and now it's back to us in south again, and now what do we want to do?
Howard says 2 diamonds to create game force.
No, I that was a mistake. I didn't see there were 4 spades there. I was looking at, thinking about the next hand.
2 hearts, Larry says.
2 hearts. Well, that's kind of sheepish. That certainly can be passed. This was a minimum hand. And how many points did we say we had? We said we have 9 in the hearts, and another 6, and another 4 to 5. I think you've got more than enough for that when you've got 20 points here. I went 4 hearts. I'm trying to explain why. I'm going to explain it. Now my partner we know is 6, maybe even a 5, with a king queen in a suit or ace jack, something else in the suit, something that is working, but normally it's going to be 6 to on up. We don't know. But why would I be such a bully with that bid there? Well, here's why. Because the question is should I be able to count my losing trick count? Does losing trick count here? Well, I have to have a partnership fit or a semi-self-sustaining suit. Now, I do have 3 honors, and I have 6 longs. So 6 plus 3 is 9, and when you have 9 or more, then you should be able to start counting your losing trick count. Now, we know our partner has got I have an entry to my partner's hand. They made a bid of 1 spade. So I think I have a chance to finesse on the spade suit or something else, maybe the club, I don't know. But how many losers do I have is the question. Well, I can start counting my losing trick count once I have a partnership fit. And I don't need it because I have the suit quality of 9. Okay, so and why? If it was ace king 10 5 times, I wouldn't feel quite so excited. But ace king 10 9 8 6 times, yeah, my partner is, I don't know, even as a singleton queen or jack, I'm feeling pretty good. So I'm not too worried about it when I've got that 10 9 8 and it's a 6-bagger. So yeah, so my losers, I have 1 loser in spades, maybe 1 loser in hearts. I have 2 losers here, and maybe 1. So I don't know if I have 1 in the clubs, but so I've got maybe 5 losers is what I'm thinking. So with 5 losers, my partner's got 2 winners. That gives me 3 losers. I'm going to go to game. Yes, Grace.
Got a couple of comments here.
Please.
Margie says semi-self-sustain 3 hearts, and then Howard says, I think 2 diamonds is better than opener could go more slowly, e.g. 2H, since GF is already established.
Oh, if I started with 2 diamonds, but yeah, then you're not normally showing the 4 spades, and so there is a max Hardy treatment where you make the 2 over 1. It does, and then you look for the spades later, but it's a little more complicated. But thank you for that, Howard. Some people do play that. It does not deny 4 spades, is what some people do.
What do you think about the semi-self SUS 3 hearts?
Well, I think it's invitational. Some people will do that, and I think most of the field didn't go to 4 spade or 4 hearts like I did, and they didn't find the slam. Now, whether the slam is good is a whole nother discussion, but I'm saying my partner's got 6 points. I'm pretty good on this. I don't like my ace jack tight. I never like those because you can't hold back on a finesse, and if the king's offside, which turns out it is. But yeah, so I guess that after 4 hearts, my partner's, well, I'm not chopped liver. I don't have just like 6 to 9 points. I've got game values, and they know I have at least 6 hearts, if not more. So okay, I guess trump is set. And by the way, it's not a sign-off bid when I do 4 hearts. It shows 19 to 21 playing points. And so they went for no trump. And we're playing online. It's 0-3 for the first step and 1 or 4 the next. It's not the 14-30 what most people play. So this is the way the bot likes to play it. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Not often you have all 4 of them. So I'm going to bid the second step. This would be 5 clubs. So I'm going to bid 5 diamonds according to the 0-3-1-4 style. So 5 diamonds. And my partner is like, oh, so you have all those goodies. And I am going to bid, did I say that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. And my partner has the 5th one. The 5th key with the ace of diamonds. I'm going to show north-south here. North and a south. And my partner is like, well, okay, I'm going to go 5 no trump. Maybe you belong in Grand Slam. And it's like, uh-oh, my heart's starting to, here we go. Who knows where my robot's going to take me now. And so, excuse me, I said 5 diamonds. I meant 5 no trump. And after 5 no trump, I have to show my kings, and it's kings up the line, which is the better way to play it. I do not have the king of clubs. No. I do not have the king of diamonds. No. My lowest king is the king of hearts. So I'm just going to bid 6 hearts. And my partner says, oh, you don't have either the kings and the minor suit. So, yeah, I think 6 hearts is plenty. So, okay, we're going to play in 6 hearts. And the opening lead is going to be, let's take a look at the West hand. West, what do you want to lead? You heard this, me bid 1 heart and then 1 spade and then 4 hearts. Or maybe you heard 2 diamonds by some of the people by North, but it's yours to lead. And Saturday, by the way, we're going to be talking about opening leads versus a suit contract. Things like this. Marty BridgeHands, and they got some really good ones coming up. Some of them that we've had some additions and modifications on, but I think you're going to love them. So at any rate, you could do top of nothing with the diamond or something. I don't know what you would want to lead. Leading away from the king might be right if you want to make a more aggressive lead, and if your partner has got the ace and you take the ace-king quickly. But I don't think that's going to happen because we showed that we have all 5 controls, right? When my partner went 5 no trump, it means we have to guaranteed we have all 5, and didn't even ask about the trump queen either. So okay, so the opening lead, let's see, what did they have an opening lead? I think probably a diamond, even a low diamond, because they're in slam. You're not worrying too much about low from something when they're in slam. Yes, Grace?
Howard says, now North can't do the queen ask if he didn't have the queen, so 1430 is better for the majors?
I saw that same thing. Howard asked a great question. And yeah, normally the person doesn't have 4, you know, it's there is some argument about this, which is better, 0, 3, 1 or 4 for the first step. But it is true, if I had 3 and I can make the first step, then my partner, which would be clubs, 5 clubs, and my partner can do 5 diamonds to say, do you have the trump queen? But in this case, they had the queen, so it's a moot point. But it's a great question, Howard. You're really with it today. He's with it every day. So, okay, so here we go, the 4, and I need to show the north-south hands. And yeah, wow, so we've got 2 finesse opportunities here. So do we want to take the finesse? Do you think they're leading away from the king, or do you just want to go up with the ace? Well, you have to look around the rest of the hand. The hearts are fine. And man, this is there's some work to do here, isn't it? Got 2 chances for finesses. Well, let's say that you decide to go up with the queen. How come? Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. There we go. Queen. Okay. And they win with the king. And okay, that didn't work so well. Okay. So they come back with a club. Well, do you want this one to work? How do the odds work on this? Are you with 2 finesse chances? Do your odds get better? In other words, 50% for one. Are we now down to 75%? The answer is no. The answer is
Wow.
nope. No, the odds are the same because they're independent. If you had ace, queen, 10, or, you know, king, jack, 10, or something like that, yeah, now it's for the same suit. But when it's different suits, there's independent odds. So I'm thinking, well, you know, I think I'm going to go with the 4-3 spade fit. Even though it's only 36% chance and the finesses are 50, I wouldn't have done this way. And I didn't. When I saw that diamond come out, I said, no, I don't want it if they come back in a club. I don't want to take that risk right now. So I went with the ace, and then, you know, go ahead and play the diamonds. Make sure you've got entry to the spades. Or play the heart, excuse me, entry the spades, and okay, they're both following. And did I do something wrong here? Let's start over. Okay, the diamond to the ace. Okay, and the queen there, so I meant to hit, and back. Okay, and go up with the king. Okay, it wasn't 4-1, thank you. And the ace. Keeping the spade entries, and the diamonds, not going to do anything with that suit. And okay, so now I can go ahead and see if the spades are going to cooperate, and if they do, I don't have to worry as much then. Okay, so okay, there I'm looking for 3-3, hopefully. There's one round. 2 rounds, 3 rounds. Phew, thank you. And now I can go ahead and play the spade, and I don't have to worry. I can go ahead and pitch one of these losers in the minor suits here. So that was the way I played it. Got a top board, and I guess it gets back to is that number one is that is it worth rebidding for hearts? And I would just suggest to you is that if you do ascribe to this semi-self-sustaining suits, is that yeah, with Ace King 10 5 times, not so much, but with Ace King Jack 5 times, yes. With Ace King 10 9 5 times, I think. Ace 10 9 8 6 times, absolutely. Yes, Grace?
Howard says that the best hope is 3-3 spades.
I think so. I mean, like I said, I just want you to be aware that these, I'm going to show 4 hands, the odds are independent on where the kings are going to be, if there's no bidding or anything else that was done in there. So is this the way the minor kings were? No. They were actually both on side, but I wasn't going to give you that pleasure. No matter how you play it, you would make the contract. And I don't want to make it so that you don't have to think about this thing, is that, you know, at least double your odds rather than having only 250%, which are autonomous odds. At least you got a little bit more if you take that 36% 1 in 3 chance on that the spades are 3-3. Then you don't have to guess. But no, in this case, the king of clubs, let's go ahead and modify the deal. The king of clubs was sitting right there, and the king of diamonds was sitting right there. So when they led that 4th diamond, I could have gone up with the queen after all, but that's not the point. The point is how do you want to play your best bridge? So I hope that helps. And if you're ready, Grace, any questions? I'm going to go on to the next hand.
I don't see any, so let's go ahead and move
let's
this
take
on.
a look at load number 4. Look quickly, because it's going away. And south, once again, robot game. Oh, well, isn't this interesting? 6-5-1-1. And what's our points? Well, we've got 9 plus, that's a 6-bagger, 2 more. And boy, that's a fully self-sustaining, so I don't even have to count it. You can see the suit quality is more than 9 there with the honors and the length. And over here, we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, and one distribution is another 8. 7 plus 1, and then zip on the others. So, yeah, you've got 19 points. It sure looks more than that to me, but that's what the high card points are. So what do you want to open, 1 heart or 1 club? Well, I opened 1 club. I'm fully prepared to do a reverse, no matter how high they go. Hopefully it won't go as high as 4 spades. But, yeah, I'm kind of, who's got the spades? I'm prepared to go ahead and do a reverse. So that means I'll be bidding at a higher level at the 2 hearts, and I can even rebid it too. So 1 club. And over by east, fortunately, didn't have a bunch of spades, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points, not going to bid. My partner has got the spades, hoo-hoo, and ace king. So they're going to bid 1 spade. Over to the east, are you going to come in? Some east might want to come in now. But no, not with the spade. You can't make a sandwich bid there. You got, if you have the red suits, you might be able to come in with 1 or 2 no trump. But now in this one, you got no bid after you hear spades. I don't think you want to come in at diamonds. Okay, so back to us now. Yeah, 2 hearts. Almost game forcing. And it really describes this hand beautifully. Maybe we belong in a minor suit slam. And if you start with the hearts, you're not going to find it. Okay, so my partner is like, well, they're not chopped liver. They've got 10 points. Oh, look at the hearts. But hey, I could have, most of the time, I'll have 4. So, what do you want to bid, North? Well, the robot said 4 hearts. Really? When I may have 3? But I'm a reverse, and I guess I said, no. If you've got clubs and if you've got hearts, I'm not so wild on what's going on in the diamond suit, so I'm not feeling like much love for 3 no trump with my diamond 9, 8, 2. So I should be showing north and south here. And there you go, 9, 8, and 2. So, okay, after 4 hearts, like, man, okay, I'm going to go 4 no trump. How many losers do I have, by the way? when my partner's showing heart fit. And none in clubs. Geez, I don't know if I have one in diamonds. I may only have 2 or maybe 3 losers. So, yeah, I'm all ready for game, or slam, that is. So they show 5 diamonds, and what was 5 diamonds? 0 or 3, 1 or 4. Yeah, they've got 1. And so, yeah, I with us, okay, yeah, if they have, we have 1, 2, 3, and they've got 1. I think this club suit's going to promote, so I'm going to go to.
We've got a bid for
6.
a preempt 3 diamonds.
Some might do that with a 6-card suit. And some people will definitely do that. There's no doubt. The robot opponents did not do that. So it was 6 hearts. So the opening lead over in the West. You want to take your ace. Well, you've seen all these bids in the rounded suit by me. So probably not. But here's another way that the auction was done at some other tables. And that is it went 1, I think this is a better auction, 1 club, 1 spade, north and south, show them again, 2 hearts, 3 clubs.
Howard says 3 losers.
We'll get to that. So 3 clubs. And wow, okay, so my partner's got a club fit with me. And now I do 3 hearts to show that I have 5. And now my partner is, we go off and we end up in slam. And this way, if you are paying attention, you've heard me bid clubs and then hearts twice. I've got to have 6 plus clubs, and I've got to have 5, probably not more, hearts. So, and then when you hear in the North, where they went 3 clubs, well, they should have 3. They shouldn't have 2, or could be 4, 3 to 4. So at my table, when this happened, the lead was not the best lead by the robots. They have not been, the algorithms, the poor people have to program this in. It's hard to get all these things. But when you know that there's a 9-card fit and you've got 4, why not give your partner a rough and lead a club? They didn't do that. So, but if they lead a club, if your partner has a heart, then that's going to be a rough, because I'm showing 6 clubs, because you always, when you make a reverse, you have more in the first suit than the second suit. Not equal. You start with the higher and then rebid the lower and rebid the lower again. Yes, Grace?
Howard says, regarding the bid, no, he has the King of Hearts. North has 2 key cards, bid 5 hearts.
I'm sorry. How did I not do that? I'm not sure if I transposed it wrong when I put my notes, but you're right. Absolutely. So that would be showing 2 key cards, and it would be 5 hearts. 0, 3, 1 or 4, and 2. But for some reason, I thought the robot, that was their bid, which would be incorrect.
That's
so,
Howard's second nailed it.
Yes,
Nailed
Howard.
We're just making sure you're paying attention.
Okay. So at any rate, yeah, it would have been, but I'm sure it wasn't that bid, so I don't know why they didn't, but thank you, Howard. So, okay, so at any rate, if they lead a club, I am a cooked goose, because, they should know that, if I've got 6 and there's 4 and there's at least 3 in the North, and I can do it with a doubleton, then yeah, you could rough.
Larry says that you can give your Swami hat to Howard.
Howard on that one, yeah, thank you. And then after that, they come back ostensibly with a diamond, and it's all over for me. But they didn't. They went with a, I don't know if it was the Queen of Spades. I don't really remember, but we were in fine shape. And so I would say that I think the bidding was fine. It turned out that if it's 4-0, hey, that's not going to happen, but 10% of the time. So I'm, whatever. But I think that if you have that and you know that the opponents have all in one suit and that you don't have that many trump, there's a chance for your partner to have like a singleton 2 or 3 or whatever in this case, that go ahead and lead that suit. So the winning leads, just to kind of reinforce that, yeah, you could lead the ace of diamonds first, but then you better switch to the club if you want to look at the dummy first of all. But, I may not have any, and, so I think that leading the club first is the best bid, or play, I should say. Okay, we're going to have to kind of get it moving along, Darling. What does the time look like?
It is 1:53.
Okay, so here we go. This is going to be in the south. I'm not sure if you all, let's see, all 4 hands. If you're going to want to do 1 no trump like I did, it's a little rich on the heart suit. So you could do 1 heart or 1 no trump on this, I do believe, and I don't know what your style is. But 1 no trump, and my partner says, sure, 3 no trump. Which kind of, how can I say it?
For the last time, no.
No, don't count like Jack Doubletons, please. Even Jack Tripletons, unless I bid the suit. Please don't do that. You've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points. I don't think you really get a distribution point for the 5th diamond necessarily. Yeah, you do have 2 entries in the rounded suits, but that's being a little frisky. My thoughts are, if you're in an imps game or something and you just say, well, I get so much bonus, I'm okay with that. But this is a match point game, and I wasn't real fond of it. So, but the point is, that was just half of it. So you're in West, and you hear 1 no trump, 3 no trump, and what do you lead? Opening leads. This time we go back to when we were doing our versus and no trump. I want to know what you're going to lead.
Any leads out there?
Yeah, they've got 25 points, maybe more, maybe 28. But
looks like
you've got like 8, 9, 10, 11 yourself.
Looks like all my girls are over there on Facebook, so they're about 30 seconds behind.
Okay. Well,
Larry says KSP.
King of Spades. Thank you, Larry. And so it kind of gets into this. And I think I'm going to have a slide. We're going to go back to a slide for a minute, so stand by. And here you can see it. So
Bernice agrees, a spade to see a dummy or for the best spade.
If you led the King of Spades, as Larry suggested, what does that mean? In modern style, the ace asks for an attitude, you show me the attitude, and the king asks for show me your count. So the question is, if you play that style, what do you do? The robot led, and I'm going to go back to it again, the ace of spades. I don't think that was the correct lead, but hey, let's take a look and see how that goes. So here we have it. They led the ace, but it's important you have a partnership agreement. If you call the ace for attitude and give me king for count, either way, if your partner's got queen doubleton, you're going to be very unhappy with this lead. If you lead the ace, if you lead the low to the queen, and they've even got a doubleton, but we're 3-3. Yeah, so I don't think the ace lead is really all that hot when there's a doubleton by the east, but I think I would be leading the 6 with that. I realize that my partner doesn't have too many points because I've got 7 and 4 is 11, but I don't think it's asking too much to maybe have a queen. But anyway, so they led the ace, and they showed a 10 over by east. This is the actual signals they did. And then it went with a king, and they unblocked with the queen. That was probably pretty good because you don't know if they've got the ace of diamonds. And then they said, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and play him out. And when you saw the jack doubleton, then it was like, oh, weren't we lucky? Yeah, partner, Robot North, weren't we lucky? No, not us. So it turned out okay this time, but it could have been a disaster by leading the ace. And if you had ace, king, jack 5 times, I would be okay with that, asking your partner to unblock with the queen. So it not only the classic or the modern style, ace asks for attitude and also asks for an unblock if you can. So you would be unblocking with the queen if I had the ace, king, jack 5 times. And that would have been fine. So just a little something, a little tip for you to think about when you're making the leads. But I think just leading the fourth best if your partner's got the queen, and you're going to be home free. You should have better honors than that if you're going to be leading the ace, in my opinion.
That was exactly what Bernice said. Fourth best.
Yeah. Okay, so the last one here, and we're going to make this kind of a quickly, Mr. Wrigley. And so I think some people with this hand, they'll open one no trump. But not me, not with a 5-4-2-2 semi-balance. And there's one other big thing that I'd like to show. When I happen to have a lot of primary honors, I'm more inclined to want to be in a suit contract versus a no trump. I would, with primaries, I'm going to give extra for the suit and say I just as soon not be in that. Now if you've got a minor, long-running minor, maybe that's the case. But I think with this I just want to go ahead and bid my spades, and then my partner goes no trump or whatever. I rebid the diamonds very easily. It's not a 5-3-3-2.
You're writing behind your head.
Oh, okay, thank you. So all right, so I opened one spade, and over in the north hand, yeah, you're not really liking this so much, are you? So you got to do one no trump. And if I did something like two hearts, I think you should do three diamonds, which is a sign-off. A lot of people don't know that. When you bid a lower ranking suit, it's a sign-off. So if I did two hearts and they did three diamonds, that would be to play. But no, I did two diamonds, of course. And my robot is like, oh, three diamonds. All of a sudden it's like, yeah, now you kind of got my attention. And then I went three no trump. Very happy to play in that. And my partner says, nope. My robot partner says four spades with a doubleton. Well, not quite so wild on that, but they were afraid of no trump. I guess they didn't figure that my partner had a right to have cards. You don't have the cards in the north, robot. What's the matter with you? Anyway, that's what it was. You can't browbeat your robot partners. They're always going to like you afterwards. So good, we don't have to worry about this confidence, be on trust and communications, right, Grace?
I guess that would be a truism.
So three no trump is what it is, but no, it went back to four spades. So here we go. The opening lead is a two of diamonds. Oh, sure. Yeah, lead our 9-card suit, as though I don't know you're trying to rough that one. It's not going to be fourth best. So, all right, I better just play trumps fast and furiously and hope that they're 3-3. So I play the ace of spades. I am counting king of spades. Please be 3-3. And they were 3-3, and I'm like, whew. Okay, take a breath. They play a club, and yes, they win it. Another club, and they win it. And that was what my partner, I guess, was worried about with Jack third. I could have the king or something. And they play another one, and it's all over. We can rough it and promote our suit. We don't have enough to make 5 diamonds. We could make 3 no trump when they're 4-4, and if they're 5-3 and they somehow get blocked, then we'd be okay. But so I guess partner robot, you're my best robot I've ever played with. A robot. No, I'll play the same. But I thought that was interesting. Now, if it happened to be where I opened one no trump, north hand, I think you just want to bid 3 no trump, because you have 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, now you're going to count the queen now, and then a couple of distribution. Yeah, that would be fine. And just to kind of wrap it up, if you didn't have the queen, and it went 1 no trump, and you went 2 spades, and I said, just classic style, the 3-way transfer, 3 clubs, and you say, no, fooled you, it's 3 diamonds, and it's all over. I would suggest you think about this, though, is that what is it if it goes 1 no trump, 2 clubs, and I go 2 spades, and they bid 3 diamonds. So they bid Stamen, but then they show the minor. Some people play that as though it's slam invitational, where you bid a club and then you rebid a minor at the next level. So you see there's all these different permutations you can play, and I don't say that any one of them is better. I like to play what my partner likes to play in their methods, although you don't normally get enough time to talk about that one that comes up. So that's a DSI, do something intelligent. If that means pass, I don't know. But I normally have to take my hand, and if I've got like a lot of meaty points, I don't think they're looking for slam. If it turns out that I just have a minimum, then yeah, maybe if we've not talked about it, I should be thinking maybe they've got some interest in slam. I hope that helps. So I think that is about it. Grace, do we have any questions?
Well, Bernice had asked what should have the bot bid?
I
What would
think
have been the best bid for the bot?
I think after I bid 3 no trump, and I realized that they bid 3 diamonds, and by the way, the bots will be happy to do this with 4 card suits. I think sometimes they should do it with 5 card suits, because I don't have to have 4 diamonds. I could be, you know, like 4-4, 3-2. And you know, if they've only got 4, now if it's 4 good ones, but if it's only like Jack 10, blah, blah, then yeah, I don't think going 3 diamonds would be quite so great. But yeah, it is invitational to game. When you've got invitational values, that's right. So, but just beware is that when you start with like, say, 1 spade and you come back in 2 diamonds, that your partner will have no problem be rebidding the robot partner's 3 diamonds with 4 of those, where they maybe first did the no trump. Hope that helps. So I guess we did it, Grace, just barely over 2 hours. So I got to save some of these open leads for tomorrow, though, because we have the Marty Bergen lessons, and he's got some great hands, and so I can't wait to get into those tomorrow. And we have a full 2 hours, so I hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you for your awesome comments there. And how do you feel about it, Grace? Did we do okay?
Great job. Thank
Thank
you
you
so much for all those wonderful questions you sent in. That's always appreciative, so we can hear what you're thinking. And we look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Absolutely. We're going to have a great time tomorrow. It's fantastic weather. And if you get outside, that's okay, because if you are a member, you can always take a look at them after the fact, either on YouTube, it won't be on Facebook, or you can take a look at them once they get edited and be back at the BridgeHands site with the other hundreds of hands. So thank you for being here for today and your participation. We love doing these fun Fridays and having the whole gang with us. So until then, happy trails to you.
Happy trails.
Until
we'll see
we
you
meet
tomorrow.
again. Okay. Peace out.
Bye-bye.
Bye for now. Happy trails to you until we